Okay, so I'm back here for this episode in my FTB Ultimate world, and I have this little farm plot set up. This is just a basic run of it. There are nowhere near all of the optimization that I need in this. However, it's working, which is a good sign. But I can automate this even more. However, for now, I just have it working, and that's more than enough. Now, and these do have force cooldown cycles. Good. And this is using industrial fertilizer, which is pretty simple. And sometime in the near future, I will actually probably set up an automated industrial fertilizer system. And actually, I think I'm going to do that this episode, but I'm going to shut all of this off. And with all of it off, I'm going to go start working on that. And the entire system should run maybe 1 or 2 times with its stored energy. But I'll be back when it's done running and I've slept through the night. So I'm here in the Nether, and I'm checking on my pump, and I went to get some glowstone. So you can see some of the pump stuff out there. It's right at the edge of the draw distance. And back to the overworld, so I can begin what I'm going to work on. See you guys then. Okay, to get everything started, I'm going to quick put aluminum in this, in here, then I'm going to come back in here. And I'm smelting up soul sand into vile dust. And I'm going to combine this vile dust with glowstone to get corrupted essences. I'm actually going to need more. 1, 2, there we go. Now these are part of the soul shards mod. And with these, I'm going to actually make a certain piece of machinery from the soul shards mod. And this is going to involve me finding my cooked stone. Wherever there we go. And I need 3 of it. I still need this. Gonna dump some of this off. And I'm going to craft myself a soul forge. And this is something that I'm going to need to make and set up the factory that I'm going to make. Okay, I have a diamond. So I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to place this in this room, right here. I'm going to put a diamond in to the top. You can't shift click in, sadly. And I'm going to put 8 corrupted essences in. Now these corrupted essence will, over a very long time, burn and convert the diamond into soul shards. And I'll get into how I fuel these later on when I have everything ready to go with that. But for now, I'm just going to kill some time until this is completely ready, and I'll be back when it is. So I'm still waiting on my soul shard to process. However, I've made the executive decision. I'm really not happy with the hole in the ground, or the hole in the mountain that I'm using. I mean, it's nice for some things, but it really, to me, only appeals to me in a single-player setting. So I'm going to spend some time constructing a house. I mean, it's not going to get in the way of my actual builds that I'm working on, because, well, a lot of them were going to end up outside anyway. But it'll be something that's coming in the future. But back to waiting for the soul shards. Okay, so the soul shards have finished processing. 1 diamond turns into 3 of them. And I'm going to dump some stuff in a chest somewhere. And then we're going to go hunting for something in particular. I'll be back. Okay, well, you're not the one I wanted. However, I did find a zombie who I killed. And this is flagged, this soul shard, as a zombie soul shard. So each time I kill a zombie, it will gain 1 charge, and when it gains enough charges, it will tier up. And I'm looking actually for... Ooh, that's right, I can use them for that. But I am looking for skeletons. I need a skeleton. Where are you, skeleton buddy? I know you're down here. Right. Zombies, angry zombies. Two entirely different mobs. Now I've got to be careful and look specifically for skeletons, because I don't really want to make another set of these spawners. Well, I'll poke around for a bit, and when I'm done, I'll be back. Here we go. Hi. Well, now I've got a skeleton spawner flagged. So, I'm going to have to kill a very large number of... Ooh, you are an emerald ore, aren't you? I'm going to have to kill a large number of them in order to get things rolling. To the order of 10,000, or yeah, 10,000, 100, or 1,024. Now, I can expedite this process if I get a repair weapon, or a soul stealer weapon, which can only be a property on vile weapons. So I will cover that when I get back from mining this place and killing some skeletons. So, I'll be back again. Okay, so I had found a mob dungeon, and in said dungeon I did find an axe of the stream, and I also noted that it was a skeleton spawner, so I have been hard at work farming those. But since I don't use my axe from the stream in my Feed the Beat or my Direwolf videos, I'm going to demonstrate it now. Oh, you don't work on this, do you? Okay, let's go find another tree quick. Because the normal junglewood trees, or the red power junglewood trees do not work. There we go. It will automatically try and knock out the highest block of wood from where you're hitting. And if you hold right click, it will use more durability, but it will chop through the trees much faster. So I've got most of what I need ready for my... Why do I have a glowstone dust on me? Well, I've got most of what I need ready for my factory to set up, or start the setup of my factory. So, let's go ahead and head back to my house. I'll see you guys there. So, after a somewhat harrowing trip home, I'm back. And I'm going to make something that I need for this factory, and that's called a soul cage. If you were to place the soul cage down and right-click on it with a soul shard, it will become a spawner of that type. Now, different tier spawners set up the rules for the spawner. Tier 1 will spawn as if it were an actual regular monster spawner, and that's basically how tiers 1 through 3 works. It increases spawn rate and a few other things. Tier 4 will spawn regardless of biome or world restrictions, so you can spawn slimes anywhere, withers in the overworld, stuff like that. And Tier 5 has the same features, but it can also be controlled with redstone. And those aren't actually features that I'm interested in, but they're wonderful for doing certain stuff. Okay, that's finished processing. Let's come in here, see how this is doing. Okay. And I'm going to go set up the framework for this factory, so I'll be right back. Also, I've made myself an anvil. I'm going to pop you down right there. And I'm going to enchant some stuff. Let's see, what do I have? Power 3, Pro 4, Fire Aspect 2... I'll put Fire Aspect 2 on my sword. First I'm going to name it Sword of Flames. Sword of Flames with a Fire Aspect 2. Aw, yeah. But back to setting up the foundation for my factory. So, I'm at the part of the build where I need to start actually building certain things. And one of those things is a transposer. I need this transposer for one reason. I need it solely to pick up drops from mobs so that I can start the factory. I am going to make a mob grinding factory. And with it, I'm going to use it to generate some of the resources I need for a, at least, self-sustaining in the terms of fertilizer factory. So let me grab the stuff I'm going to need to make this transposer. We need 2 pieces of redstone, and that should be it. So let's put this recipe in here. No. This. Give me that back. Alright. I'm actually going to need several of these. I'm going to need... I believe I set up for 5. Let's go down and check. Yep, I'm going to need 5 of them. They're going to go right here. What a transposer does is picks up any item that that basically moves onto it. So I'm going to have transposers in a line here, with glass right along this line on both levels. And then here where I'm standing, I'm going to have turtles from Computercraft, and they're going to be programmed to basically just infinitely attack in front of them. And when they kill things, all of the drops will end up in the transposers, and the transposers are just going to shoot everything out into probably a chest. And then the chest, I'm going to have some sort of sorting system from the chest decide where everything should go. So, I'm going to build some more transposers and start getting everything else set up. But I'm going to build the turtle on camera right now, assuming I have the stuff I need. I hopefully do. So let's look up how to build a turtle. And specifically a melee turtle. So iron ingots around a computer and a chest. Chest recipe, didn't want to actually look that up. I wanted to look up the computer recipe. So it's a glass pane. Really? This is what I'm not going to have? Well, you guys have seen the recipe for the computer, so I'll be back when I can actually build it. Okay, I've got everything. Let's get crafting. There. Did I do that in the wrong order? Yeah, I did. Okay, there we go. Computer. Turtle. Now let's try something that I remember vaguely at some point hearing about involving MISC peripherals. Yes, I can. I can use red power gems to make melee turtles. And these are another thing that I'm going to need 7 of. However, I'm going to set up this one and just show you some of the basics. I'm not going to show a lot of programming on camera because honestly it's incredibly boring to watch. But I'm going to show you, okay, the basics of this. So I'm going to open up Lua, and I'm going to turn left 2. Is it turn dot left? I bet it is. Let's just try... I will be right back. Okay, here we go. Oops. Turtle dot turn left 2. Turn right. Just gonna repeat this command. There we go. And now I'm going to very foolishly stand here and use turtle dot... Is it attack? Ooh, yes. Ow. Yep. So the basic premise of what I'm about to do is answer my phone. 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to type in edit, and I'm going to type edit startup. This is going to give me a blank program, and I'm going to use a program that's basically just an infinite loop. While true, do, I'm going to tab in, turtle dot attack, end. And this is probably going to fail miserably. String startup. Yep, it's going to fail miserably. While true. Oh, it's not double equals, that's right. Yeah, let me fix this program and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got it working. Now, is Control-T terminate? Okay, I rebooted the turtle. Yep, I'm going to have to terminate the program. Okay. So I use startup because this way when the turtle starts up, so when the game loads in, or if the turtle resets itself, it will start up, it will run that program just straight off the bat. Now, I'm using the most basic infinite loops series ever, the while true do. And what this means is while something is true, it will do what it's supposed to do, and that is attack. Hey buddy, why are you not running? There we go. Let me regen some health. Yep. It'll just keep attacking. So this is the basic setup, so I'm going to finish up the rest of this off camera and I'll be back when it's all ready. Okay, I'm back, and I figured I should show you guys that hilarious message. I got myself killed with my own turtles. So, I'm going to go back down here, and... oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. And I've got most of what I need set up, so I'm going to reclaim my stuff, and we're going to go from here. Okay, now in order for my system to completely function, I'm going to need something from red power. Well, I'm going to need more things from red power. Specifically, I am going to need something that I don't have nearly enough bricks for. And that is the alloy furnace. It's just 8 brick blocks surrounding each other in a furnace pattern. So, I'll be back when I have the alloy furnace, that thing. Okay, so I have the alloy furnace. I have it in the most inopportune place I possibly could. So let's move you. And let's place you right here. And I'm going to grab a piece of coal and some copper and some tin. Alright, put the coal coke in as the fuel source, put the copper and the tin in. And this is going to smelt into brass. And brass is what I use to make the red power tubes. So there's 4 brass ingots. So let's demonstrate how to make these. Simple enough. 16 pneumatic tubes. And I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to install them underneath the turtles that are about to murder me. Let me in here. There we go. Only slightly safer down here. And I am going to quick mine out this. And, that's interesting. Did not know I could do that. Okay, let's try this again. Ow. I'm going to dig some of this out. And I'm going to block this off again. We're going to have this come over into a chest that'll be right here. And let's go quick make that chest. So, this chest is going to be the last thing I do in this episode, and I'm going to finish up the last of the tedious bits off camera. Basically, the premise is that it's going to set up and it's going to drop the skeletons, kill the skeletons, and then from there, it'll take all of the drops and sort them. And I'm going to use, well, I'm just going to use a red, I'm going to use actually, I don't know what I'm going to use. So, I'll demonstrate what I do end up using when I start the next episode. But basically, there's going to be a lot of tedium going into this build, and I really don't feel like subjecting you guys to that. I'm sure it's not going to be fun for you guys to watch, but I'm just going to do the rest of this off camera, but I'm going to place this down. I'm going to quick do a test run and make sure that this gets everything to the right spot. Yep. And now I'm going to die. Okay. Well, I'll see you guys next time.